Yeah, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the lecture on Samadhi. Good morning. Good morning, Joy. You're amazing. You can log in Zoom. Yeah, it's really hard today, but you can log in. So can you hear me? Hi, Joy. Can you hear me?
So I can hear you.
Okay, and today is really hard for the majority to log in Zoom. 今天这个 Zoom 好像出问题了，你怎么可以上来？我都换了好多的线路，然后最后动用了别的手段。OK，so yeah, you're amazing。你的怎么是好的呀？
我一直是用手机上。
你手机是可以上的是吗？
我用手机。
你手机一直登着这个。
手机用的线路不跟咱们用的一样。
哦，I see。
库通，叫库通。
OK， you're amazing。
库通那个叫软件。
OK。So great you are. Okay, thank you so much for telling me. Okay, as always, I will do the prayer. Let's sit upright, place our palms together, and concentrate on the prayer below. We take refuge with our calm mental body. We take refuge with Shakyamuni Buddha. We take refuge with all the triple jewel of the 10 directions and the 3 periods of time. Verse 4 of near future, then surpass profound and wonderful Dhamma in hundreds of millions of years is difficult to encounter. When I send Harry, receive and behold it, and without you fathom the Tadakta's true meaning, and without you practice the Tadakta's true way, and without you attain the Tadakta's true state. Without that, we can spontaneously express the Buddha's understanding, Buddha's view, Buddha's wisdom, Buddha's merit and virtue, Buddha's ability and Buddha's state through our actions, speech, and thoughts. We also vow that all the living beings can enter into the Buddha's understanding, Buddha's view, Buddha's wisdom, Buddha's merit and virtue, Buddha's ability and Buddha's state owing to us. So that's the prayer, and then hopefully the Zoom can be recovered soon and everybody can log in the Zoom to study together. And yesterday we recited the whole, recited sentence by sentence, but the time is limited and we cannot recite the whole paragraph. So Joy, would you like to read them through maybe twice, 2 times? And then you can try to recite them, okay? Together.
Okay. Okay. Races, religions, countries, political affiliations, and group that we belong to all reinforce our egoic identities. Almost every group that exists on the planet today wants to claim its perspective as true and correct, and we do on an individual level. By claiming the truth as its own, the group perpetuates its own existence in the same way that an ego or self-structure defines is against other. Read it again.
Yeah, defines itself. Right? Defines itself against
defines itself against other.
Yes. Okay, read it again.
Defines itself. Races, religions, countries, political affiliations, and group that we belong to or reinforce our egoic identities. Almost every group that exists on the planet today wants to claim its perspective as true and correct, and we do on an individual level. By claiming the truth as its own, the group perpetuates its own existence in the same way that an ego or self-structure defines itself against others. Now, I would to recite it.
Okay, yeah, we can have a look at it. In this, the first sentence. Yes, Joy, please. The first sentence is about the, or reinforce our ego identities. And the second sentence is about, its extension, group. Okay. Group also do at the individual level. And the third one is also said, the ego or structure. Also the group issue. So the first one is about the ego identities. All of them reinforce. It means yes, hence 就是加强他的这个个人的主义、个人的理念。And the second one 就是在说到的这些团队，就像以个人的这种阶层层面去做这些事情一样，也是非常的个体化。这第三个也是在讲这个 group 的事情，他们怎么样延续他们的存在，也就是以个体化的形式来呈现。Okay, and you can go ahead with them to recite it, try your best. Okay.
Okay. Races, religions, countries, political affiliations, any group that we belong to or reinforce our egoic identities. Almost every group that exists on the planet today wants to claim its perspective as true as correct, as we do on an individual level by claiming the truth as its own. The group perpetuates its own existence that an ego or self-structure defines itself against other.
Yeah, in the same way that 就是这里少了一个 in the same way. Yeah, the last sentence, would you like to read it, to recite it again? 最后一句再背一下好吗？
Okay. By claiming the truth as its own, the group perpetuates its own the group perpetuates own existence in the same way that an ego or self-structure defines itself against other.
Perfect. Yes, in the same way. Yes, you did it so well. Thank you so much, Joy. Hello, Alice, welcome back. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, Amy. Good morning,
Good
Joy.
morning. So you have come.
Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. Would you like to read them through and try to recite them? Yeah, in a link. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Races, religions, countries, political affiliations, any group that we belong to, or reinforce our egoic identities. Almost every group that exists on this planet today wants to claim its perspective as true and correct, as we do on an individual level. By claiming the truth as its own, the group perpetuates its own existence in the same way that an ego or self-structure defines itself against others.
Yes. So would you like to read it again? And then you can recite them.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Races, religions, countries, political affiliations, any group that we belong to, or reinforce our egoic identities. Almost every group that exists on the planet today wants to claim its perspective as true and correct, as we do on an individual level. By claiming the truth as its own, the group perpetuates its own existence in the same way that an ego or self-structure defines itself against others.
Perfect. Yeah. Would you like to recite them?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Races. Yeah. Races, religions, countries, political affiliations, any group that we belong to, or reinforce our self-identities. Almost every group that exists on this planet today wants to claim its perspective as true and correct, as we do on an individual level. By claiming the truth as its own, the group perpetuates its own existence. In the same way as we do as we do on an individual level.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. You asked. I made a mistake. Sorry.
Yeah. Maybe you mix the second sentence with the third sentence. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Sorry. Sorry.
No worries. Yes. Just have a glance at them. Okay.
Yeah.
Have a look. Have a look. Okay. No worries. Yeah, it's a bit difficult. I think they just repeat the meaning. Yeah, they have the same meaning, but the sentence is a bit different.
Yes. Yeah. I want to recite the last paragraph. Okay.
Okay. You please.
Okay. By claiming the truth as its own, the group perpetuates its own existence in the same way as the ego or the self-structure defines itself against others.
Perfect. Yes. By claiming the truth is own, the group perpetuates its own existence in the same way that the ego or substructure defines itself against another. Perfect. Yes, you did it. You're amazing. Thank you so much for your challenge. Yeah. Congrats, both of you. Okay. I will recite it. I will try to read them through and then recite it. Races, religions, countries, political affiliations, any group that we belong to, or reinforce our egoic identities. Almost every group that exists on the planet today wants to claim its perspective as true and correct, as we do on an individual level. By claiming the truth as its own, the group perpetuates its own existence. In the same way that an ego or self-structure defines itself against other. Okay, I will try to recite them. Races, religions, countries, political affiliations, any group we belong to, or reinforce our egoic identities. Almost every group that exists on the planet today wants to proclaim its perspective as true and correct, as we do on an individual level. By claiming the truth as its own, the group perpetuates its existence in the same way that an ego or self-structure defines itself against other. Okay, the last sentence, I will try to recite them again. By claiming the truth as its own, the group perpetuates its own existence. Perpetuates its own existence in the same way that an ego or self-structure defines itself against other. Yes, that's it. So that's what I planned today. And actually, I didn't prepare well for today's lecture. Let's go back to to something we learned. Perpetuate. I'll check it out. Perpetuate. It's okay. So here it is. We learn here and just two pages. We will finish Samadhi part 1, and there are two Samadhi part 2 and Samadhi 3. Because they are the series, not in a series. Now I think it's no more than ever. Okay, and so we can go ahead with this sentence. I think we can read something. Okay, I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking. 从这里开始往后面读一读，就这3段读一下。Yeah, that's what we learned before. So yeah, Alice, would you like to read it first?
Yes, I would like to.
Read it slowly, okay? Just let the meaning come out.
Okay.
To manifest the meaning to us, okay? Read it slowly. You please.
Our thinking has created the world as it is now. Whenever we label something as good or bad, or create preference in our mind, or create a preference in our mind, it is due to the coming to being of egoic structures or self-interests. The solution is not to fight for peace or conquer nature, I just simply recognize the truth that the very existence of the ego structure creates duality, a split between self and other, mine and yours, man and nature, inner and outer. The ego is a violence. It requires a barrier, a boundary from the other in order to be.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Without ego, there is
Yes.
without ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit. These These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature. Races, religions, countries, political affiliations, any group that we belong to, or reinforce our egoic identities. Almost every group that exists on this planet today wants to claim its perspective as true and correct, as we do on an individual level. By claiming the truth as its own, the group perpetuates its own existence in the same way that an ego or self-structure defines itself against others.
Perfect. Yeah, I can comprehend what the meaning. I can comprehend it according to your reading. You're amazing. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, your time, Joy. Would you like to read them? Okay, Joy. Joy, are you with us? Maybe it's not convenient for Joy to get a mic.